Now, I'll be the first to admit I did not appreciate the art of sports photography until I started doing it. Now, I already have a photography background, but in the spring of 2017, I took a position as an intern with William Peace University Athletics, where I was their sports photographer. I photographed just about every sport played at that time of year, and I gotta say, even though in my head I was thinking it would be really easy, it ended up being more challenging but more fun than I originally had assumed. So in sports, it's obvious to tell where something is going to happen, where the action is going to take place. But you can aim your camera at the base, you can aim your camera at the goal for 10 minutes and not get a great shot, or just not get any action shot that's worth using whatsoever. So you have to get more creative, and I think the sport that I really had to get the most creative with was basketball, men's and women's. You're right there at the action. You have to have the perfect lens for it. You have to be in just the right spot, or else you miss it. You miss the shot. Now, what I like to do when I was shooting basketball shots was to get in really tight with the player that was with the ball, to give anybody viewing the photo later on, whether it be in a newspaper, online, in a magazine, anything, the same feeling that player must have felt when he or she was surrounded by the opposing team and none of their teammates were close by and they had to push through it. I remember specifically I took a few photos like that. Another shot I like to take was in softball and in baseball, right when the player is hitting the ball. Anytime I remember I could freeze a moment where the ball was in play, I was really happy with that shot. Especially if I could capture the moment before someone grabs it or catches it or tags someone out. It actually got really fun to capture these moments. It actually almost became addictive. You have to be there, you have to have your camera ready, because these moments aren't going to happen again. Another thing that I really liked to do was to play with depth of field. Now, in a lot of sports shots, you shoot with a very deep depth of field to be sure everything's clear and in focus, and to really showcase the background, the players. But sometimes it works out to shoot with a very shallow depth of field, to really show the player's face, the concentration. Now, mostly I shot with the shallow depth of field when I wanted the person viewing the photo to try to comprehend what the person in the photo was thinking. I would shoot with a more shallow depth of field when I was doing free throw shots and people running to the base, where the people in the background could be more of a distraction than a part of the photo. I really wanted people to focus on what was going on with the person I was grabbing the photo of. And these moments got very addictive to me, and I actually very much enjoyed my time with William Peace University Athletics, and I really appreciate that position. Got a lot of great shots, I had a lot of fun, I got a lot of sun. It was a wonderful experience, and I'm very glad to have developed a love for sports photography. It's something I would love to continue doing, and I wouldn't trade the experiences for anything in the world. Some tips I would give for upcoming sports photographers is always follow the ball. If you can capture the moments between the action, do that as well. It's almost just as important to capture the celebrations and to capture the general mood of the game. If you can get a person looking at your photo and going, wow, or identifying with your photo in some way, then you've taken a successful sports photograph. And the next time you look in a Sports Illustrated or some other publication that utilizes sports photography, you'll have a deeper appreciation, trust me. You'll have a very deep appreciation for the people taking these photos. It's a wonderful job, and it's something that you should at least try, even if it's just as even if you just go to a game with your camera and just try on your own. It's a lot of fun. Go out and shoot, have a good time, try to capture the perfect sports photo.